we got the best one for you today. Have you ever been out there wing foiling and you snapped a leash or you lost your board and you needed to get it? How do I get my board? Tune in. We got the tips for you. Thank you guys so much. We truly appreciate you. We thank you for tuning in, liking and subscribing and following along to this journey. This is so awesome. I mean, it's mind-blowing to me that I met this dude 2 years ago, and here we are sharing this inspiration, and all you guys chiming in, leaving your comments and your inspiration and what's helped you. Thank you. It really helps everybody out there, and we really appreciate that more than you ever know. Let's get into it. So, have you ever been out there, snap a leash, or you just ride without a leash like myself? You do a trick, you get separated from your board, and I need to get to that board. There are ways. When it's super light, waves, I know I'm a decent swimmer, not recommending these waves at all, I'm just kind of painting a picture. I lost the board, I got separated. You can try to kind of hold the leading edge up, kind of work your way over to it. If your leash is long enough, you can try to swim real quick to it and grab your board. All these, you can get separated quick and things can happen. You can pull that leash off. Not recommending this one. You can pull the leash off, swim to your board, get your board, paddle your board over to your wing and grab your wing. Saying all this, I'm trying to paint a picture of what goes down when you get separated from that board. Now, what we're going to show you today, Gwen's going to dive into a really great process that we recommend. And how would you start, Gwen?
So, we are going to address the point of like, why would you want to ride without a leash after? So stick around if you want to know why. Because I know some people are going to comment and be like, you know, why the hell would you ride without a leash? And there is a very valid reason that we are going to address. Yeah. But so let's say, you know, you lost your board, maybe you were riding with a leash, your leash broke, and now you are going after your board. So to me, the easiest way is you are gonna flip your leading edge downwind and now grab your bottom handle on your strut, lift it, so now your leading edge is on the water, you open your wing, and if it's really windy, maybe just that will be enough to drag you downwind, catch up with your board. When the wind is a bit light and it's not really pulling much, pulling you downwind, what you can do is just hold it with one hand, and now, you know, you can use your feet to swim and use one hand to also help you. But that wing, even with the light wind, is always going to have some push, so it's never going to get in your way. You are not going to swim faster than the wing and then have to figure it out. So it's always going to be in front of you, and then you can swim back to your board. To me, that is the most like basic way that is probably going to work in most situations, and that's the one you should at least have in your toolbox. Then sometime, for whatever reason, current or anything, something doesn't work and you have to figure it out on the fly, you do Damien's drop everything, start swimming.
Just freak out. It's a total freak out. That's what I do, people. If you want to know what to do, don't do the freak out. No, I just wanted to paint that picture because those were scenarios as I was learning in the beginning of this sport. I was trying to figure out ways on how I could, because a lot of times I chase for the board and then all of a sudden your leash is tensioned and I got the wing pulling me here, my board's just a handful away, and then you try to work on different ways and you're trying to get there and the board gets further away. So these are those kind of that little bit of that learning curve, and I think this method will really help you.
Yeah, so now why the hell would you ride without a board leash? Well, if you are going into jumps, backflips even more, but any sort of jump really, having that leash can be dangerous because as you are in the air, if you lose your board, now when your board could get away from you, now your board is going to come back to you. And to me, that's when things can go very wrong. So if you are going to do some jumps, and especially if you are going to do some backflips, you should remove your leash, because your leash at this point becomes something more dangerous than anything. And if you have the right technique to get back to your board, you shouldn't be in trouble. So that is the reason why you don't wear a leash. But again, you know, you still want to learn how to get back to your bond, because even if you wear a leash, it can break. I've seen situations where even just the knot, make sure that the knot, especially if you just install that like piece of rope, you just did it, and you have to really test it, because I've seen that like the knot was not good, you go in the water, within 5 minutes the bond is gone, your leash is intact, but that knot got loose.
And another scenario that happens too, that just, you know, for you to think about, is when you're riding really big swell, and let's just say you crash and the swell rallies through you. For sure it's going to yank the wing, and it grabs that board, and a lot of times it'll tension that board up, and then sometimes that board comes back at you, foiling the opposite direction. Now, catch 22 to that is no leash, that board could go hit a bystander on the beach or hit somebody surfing. So really, you know, we've said this actually many times in a lot of videos, but very important to understand and know your surrounding. Period, period, period. That means if I'm winging where there's all these swimmers, know that I can't have something go wrong, and make sure that foil goes in and hurts somebody else. If there's nobody around, sure, a lot easier to ride without a leash, it's just gonna end up on the beach. Know your surrounding, really be prepared every day. Go out there and know I have an exit, this is what I'm gonna do if this goes wrong. I have a phone maybe in a dry bag to call for help. I have Gwen's cell phone number on speed dial, so I'd be like, dude, I'm out here, I need help.
Ride with somebody. I mean, don't ride alone as much as you can.
And there are those that have to ride alone.
You know, I mean, we've been in plenty of situations where something goes wrong, your wing leash breaks, your wing is gone. I mean, if it's windy and your wing is, you know, you like that leash broke, your wing is gone, and unless you have somebody there to catch it, it's gone. So always ride with somebody as much as you can. That's kind of like just #1 safety.
Like every video, we always end on a little bit of motivation. So today I want to end on this one. I think this is really powerful, but I challenge you guys today to go lift somebody up. What I mean by that is there's always somebody struggling, or maybe somebody that maybe you've had an edge with, or a coworker or a family member, whatever it may be. Be the better person. Stand up today, go over there, tell them you appreciate them, they look nice, let me help you, let me take you out to lunch, let me help you mow your lawn. Whatever it may be, make a gesture. I promise you, when you give, it comes back tenfold, and you shouldn't give to get back. I'm just saying, our world's a beautiful thing, and when you give, it comes back in different ways than you could ever imagine. So,
and what I always say is, when you give, you know, it's not just a two-way.
Thanks, man.
It's not a two-way interaction. Like, I give you, you give to somebody else.
Yes.
One day somebody gives to me, and it's that system. So it's not because I give you, you have to give me back. You don't have to worry about who gives back. You will receive at some point, and
unless
that's
if
the
it's
same.
a wing. If I give him a wing, he's got to give me my wing back. Just kidding. No, it's very well said. Gwen nailed it. Look, the gift of giving is to give. Let it run. If you give, if all of us give right now and you share this to everybody, I'm telling you, we just touched a lot of people. And that right there is the greatest gift in life you can give.
Yeah, so go out there, give whatever, your time, your love, and then it would just make that world better.
On that note, thank you guys for tuning in. We got an exciting one next week, so get ready. Make sure if you haven't seen some of our videos in our breakdown, click on them. We got a lot in there. We got everything how-to on everything you can learn in wing foiling, e-foiling, and foiling. So we love you. We appreciate you. Thank you for liking and subscribing. And until next time, we wish you the best. Have a great week. Phew.